Hi everyone, it's Nicole and welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna have a little bit of a reset. I've got a couple days off. We've got a Passionate Kelsey on repeat. I've got a craft room that is a disaster at the moment because we just had a vendor show on all of my stuff. It is just absolutely everywhere. My closet is ripped apart. I have clothes hanging with the clothes that are supposed to be hanging sitting on a couch because my show stuff is sitting in the middle of my floor. And let's just say, what's the saying? We listen and we don't judge. Yeah. This currently is the office situation. So this is what we're gonna do. I've got the bedclothes going into the washer. Figured might as well have a whole self reset. Dogs are rawhide in place, and they will be keeping me company. But we need to clean up. First of all, this whole situation here, which the bulk of this is market stuff that just needs to be put back in storage. There is some stuff, the reason why I just didn't go from the car back into storage is because there's some stuff in here that I need to pull out, because some of this is product that I have listed in my Etsy shop, and I don't want to put that stuff away because I don't want to fight with the clothes mess in and out trying to get to my storage. I don't do too many markets a year, maybe about 3 or 4. So I keep my Etsy stuff separate, and that way I don't have to fight with going back and forth. So I need to pull that stuff out. Besides that, I have tons of yarn. This box here is actually all of my big twist yarn I pulled when Joann's was saying they were going out of business. I pulled all of my big twist yarn, threw it all into a box because I said this is going to be it. I'm using all of this yarn just to get rid of it because I'm never going to use it again. And now that Hirschner's has said that they have bought the big twist name, I am not so much in a hurry now to use it, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But anyways, that's all my big twist yarn. This is a bag of miscellaneous yarn. That big blue tote, it's got to find a home because it literally is the yarn that I use for my Etsy shop orders, along with all of that and all of that. This is my plush. So we have some organization to do. I'm struggling with one thing, and this is where I either have to bite the bullet or figure out a solution, and I'm struggling. Prior to my fiber arts life, I was a paper crafter. I was a paper crafter for years and years and years. A lot of stuff that has been given to me from companies, and I'm not ready to part with it yet because it was such a huge part of my life. I have, and it's really hard to see, so bear with me. Back behind this door, I don't even know if you can see it back there. Back there, in that hole, there is a corner cart. It's one of those 3-tier metal carts. Yeah, I don't even know if you can see it. It's one of those 3-tier metal carts that you can get at Michael's. The top is filled with all of my Cocoa Daisy monthly kits and Ellie Studios stamps. And then the next one down is all of my Ellie Studio dies and papers. And then the next one down is all of my punches. So that's the cart, the stuff that I'm having a really hard time deciding whether I want to separate with, because that's the stuff that the bulk of has been given to me there too. And if I ever want to pick something back up, that would be the stuff that I would go back to. So when I was out running my errands this morning, I was at the Dollar Tree grabbing a couple things, and the lady was stocking the shelves, and I said, "Hey, can I have this box?" It's like, I'm cleaning out some stuff, and I think this might be a good size of. She goes, yeah, take it. So I did. So this is a box, obviously. It's a nice, heavy duty one. It was from the toy section. And I think what I might do is whatever I can fit in this box is what I keep. And it's a nice small box that I can put in storage when I go to put my other stuff away, and what doesn't fit goes. And I think that's going to be my compromise. I've contemplated it for the whole drive around this morning, and I think that's what I'm going to do. What fits, I keep. What doesn't fit goes, and I want that corner cleared out because I found a dress form that I really want to get. So I think what I'm going to do, sell some scrapbook stuff, turn that money around, put it into a dress form, and use that for that space. So that's my goal. How long it's going to take me to get to that goal? It's probably going to be a while, because I know this whole situation that I'm in down here today, it's going to take me some time. So today is, what is today? Wednesday, April 23rd. I'm dating myself, and God only knows how long it's going to take me to get this out. It is currently 11:18 a.m. I have today off from work and the next 2 days off from work. Took some vacation days, and then I have the weekend off. I'm going to try to see just how much I can get done in these next few days down here. I don't want to be spending all of my time down here. The weather is supposed to be absolutely beautiful. This evening it's supposed to be really, really nice. It's kind of chilly now, but it's supposed to be 70s by the time the evening comes. Tomorrow's supposed to be absolutely beautiful for like mid 70s, almost in the 80s, and then it's supposed to rain all day Friday. So I want to try to just spend the mornings a little bit and then enjoy my evenings outside, so I'm not spending all day down here. But anyways, that's enough yapping. Let's just get to this. So, thank you to past self, because what I just realized, outside of those 3 crossbody bags and that cardigan sweater, I realized when I finished that market, oh, and those few cup sleeves, I had already pulled my book sleeves, my other cup sleeves, my bandanas, and everything else that I had, and already put them aside. So the bulk of this is already good to put away. Thank goodness. Because now I can just take all of these few things here and just put them away. One step closer to less clutter, and I am so thankful. However, on the other hand, I forgot this tote was sitting here, and are we ready to see what this tote is? Besides the fact that it has some dust on it because of, you know, storage, that is all of my granny square yarn and the few skeins of Red Heart Aran that I got to match it, to sew it together for these. So that is all granny square yarn. So maybe we'll figure out something to do with that later. second. Lightning McQueen is not yours anymore, honey. When I tell you I have just enough space to fit that box to keep the other things like I was talking about, I have just enough space. So that's gonna be my goal. And it's still a massive cluster, but it's progress. Oh yeah. Bro, we're not lifting weights yet, okay? I need this to hold the door open. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry. Boy, we're just in it for the long run today, aren't we? You okay? No, this is why we're... Thank you. It is 12:24, so it's been an hour and 10 minutes. We're gonna take a water break, and I'm gonna grab some lunch and refill some dog bones. But we got a lot done in an hour. I am super excited. So the pile is there, but it's getting smaller. I'm super happy about how everything on that end. Everything over there got done. Everything is dusted. The carpet is swept, thank goodness. He's taking a nap because, you know, he worked hard. And, you know, he worked hard stealing the Easter basket. But this pile here is getting lower. But overall, even though it still looks like a hot mess, it's coming together. So let's go grab some lunch. I forgot to mention the tote that was here that had all the granny square yarn. I got it cleaned up, and along with one other smaller tote, and I got some miscellaneous yarns. I got that also put away in storage. I had another small section in there where I got those put in. So I did get those put away too. However, I did leave out 4 skeins of the granny square yarn. I got a blue, a green, this colorway, and then a brown, tan, and black colorway. Those are the 4 new ones that I got recently. I left one of each of those out because I have projects in mind for those. So before I forget about them, because they're in storage, we'll find a place for those somewhere. The next logical thing I think that I need to do is get that card out of the corner that has my other scrapbooking supplies on it and get it boxed up and put away. That's the last of the bit of stuff that I need to get put away to open up some space. And my husband just got called out, so I have at least a good solid hour and a half before he's going to be home. So I think I'm going to use this time wisely before we head to dinner and get that taken care of. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day for here for organizing. I do have 2 Etsy orders that I want to work on today. One I need to get finished. Another one I at least want to get started. I'd like to get it wrapped up and finished to get it mailed out tomorrow as well. But we're going to try to get this piece done so I can get it boxed and put away. And if I can get that far, I'm going to call this a huge success for the day. And then tomorrow we'll start tackling some more things. So let's try to do that. This, I'm embarrassed to say, is every skein of Big Twist yarn I own. It is an embarrassing amount. An embarrassing amount of yarn. Okay, Dollar Tree peeps. Those of you that hoard this yarn, just like I do, what do you all do with this besides make Ami? This bag, when I first started making Ami, that is all that I used. I no longer use it for Ami because I have found other yarn that I like better. This bag is filled. Ugh. What can I do with this? I need ideas. Somebody please give me ideas. I'm kind of tempted to make a giant blanket out of it. Make it until I run out of it. Part of me wants to make a cardigan. I don't know. Somebody please give me an idea. Here's a whip. Here's a whip. There's 3 whips. But actually those are just crossbodies. So do we count those as 1 or do we count them as 3? Here's a whip. There's a bucket. There's my scrunchies. Here's a whip. Ooh, there's yarn. I'm running out of room. More yarn. More buckets. Oopsie. Somebody gave me this really old Dawn Sayel. And it's this really pretty royal blue. It is 100% acrylic. Wasted. Words, Nicole. Worsted weight. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 skeins. What shall we do with it? What shall we do with it? What shall we do? Totes. Okay. Tote bags we're getting rid of. Not really getting rid of. Putting them in the car because we are not filling up anymore with whips. Here's another problem that we have that we're going to eventually do together. I have 3 of these tote bags. This is either going to be a frog or finish it. Some of this is stuff that I tested. Some of this is stuff that I did when I very first started. We just either need to figure out if we're going to frog it, finish it, or pitch it. Is it even worth our time to frog it or finish it? And can I? All right, broski. Sergeant, I don't want to interrupt your daydreaming. Thank you. Compromise, okay? shut this door and here. Ta-da! Okay. All right, progress. Okay, this is for another problem. I don't even. Oh, I know what that is. Those are my stems for my pumpkins for fall. Okay. Tablet sleeve. The heck is that? Ooh, chapstick. Nope, lip gloss. And lip gloss isn't even glossing, so that's going in the garbage. All right. That didn't work. We'll get that in there. To the box. That is fur. We're just gonna let the man figure this one out. Cause I do not have the coordination at the moment to, oh no, my blanket's stuck. I think I know why. In fact, I know why. Maybe we'll figure that out in a minute. But that is a man problem. So we made some really great progress today, and I'm really happy. We got the cart taken out. I got everything boxed up, and everything that I wanted to keep fit. So that made my mixed media creative paper scrappy heart happy. So I kind of got burnt out on that a little bit. And I think it's just because the weather is nice and I just needed some vitamin D and some sunshine. So I got the pups on the porch. We're going to sit outside. I am working on a white and navy blue granny square beanie, and I think I am just going to enjoy some me time right now and just sit back and crochet before the kids come home from school and the husband comes home, and just kind of like wind down for the day for a little bit before dinner hits and, you know, everybody in the hustle and bustle starts for the day. So yeah, there's that. So we will resume tomorrow and hopefully make a lot more significant progress, which I have faith that we will. Okay, day 2. Here is our update from where I left off last night. I did get the door fixed. I did get everything boxed up. That's the box that is going to be put away today. I'm going to get that done. This is all of the stuff that is my old scrapbooking stuff that will be try to be sold either on Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, or just donated or given to friends that still do things. So that's going to all go. That box, that's my husband's stuff. So that'll go. So that is for another day's problem. But that'll be put away today. This is just some garbage. This bin here is what everything was on in that back corner. It is not going in that back corner because that back corner is where I want to put my dress form. That is my goal for all of this. But this I want to make into a little station. I want to get that shelf that goes on the top, and I want to use this for my packing supplies. So I want to get this transitioned over to a little packing station, so to speak, and eventually home this little guy right here. Instead of having my Finish It or Frog It bag sitting on the floor, I want that to be there because my pink cobalt stuff currently has where I keep all of my thank you labels, my packing labels, my thank you cards, and all of that kind of thing. So I think that would be very convenient right there because on this side right here is where my Munbin label printer is and all of that stuff. So that would just be very convenient for that. So that's my goal for this. These I just have to get put away. Those are just empty containers that I don't use. This guy is my sore subject right now, and I don't know what to really do with him. Just from what you can see sitting on the top, this is my back stock of all of the colors that I use for all of my custom orders. So this is all of my, besides the 5 skeins of black on top, all of those that are standing vertically, that's 2 layers deep. So this is all of my yarn, and I keep it in a tub and or in the packs like this because, well, he got my palm because of this. So now this palm has to go. Thank you. But you can't have that. Well, because of that reason. But I keep this in this tote and in these plastic bags because these guys, they're with me. They follow me. I work from home. So they're with me all the time. So I keep everything in bins and in plastic because they're with me. And I don't want it exposed to fur as much as possible. I'm very, very self-conscious about that. So this is my pain point at this point is I don't want this to sit over here where it has been, but I have a feeling that it's going to have to live there or it's going to have to live here. And as much as I don't want it to be in either place, until I scale back a little bit and go through some, which I think I'm going to try to. Right now, my mind wants to downgrade, but I know come fall, I'm not going to be able to keep up with keeping stock of this, and that's why I have so much of it right now, is because I go through it all so quick. That is what it is. I think the biggest thing today for me is going to be this. And this is my main workspace. This is yarn. This is yarn. These two. I think I'm going to try to get those in that one tote that I put away yesterday. That's a whip. 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 And one right back in there that you really can't see. So this is going to be my goal while I have some downtime this spring and summer. So for right now, I think my whips are going to live over here until I get my bust or my mannequin, whatever you want to call it. Those are going to get put away. And then I'm going to start working on my desk. I still have to finish my quarterly taxes. And then eventually we're going to get into this stuff here because these are 2 bags full of scraps, which is there again for another future project video. And, oh, look, there's another whip right there. That's a new strawberry beanie that I want to add to the shop. And, you know, there's some Stanley sleeves, which is another whip. And there's another one. So, yeah, we're going to have a whip video coming soon. But yeah, this is the plan for today. So I'm just going to set you up and quit rambling so that we can just get stuff done. Okay, bye. That is not the end all be all, but that is where they're going to live until we get those finished. And that's going to be a huge goal of mine in the very near future, is to finish those. Because every single one of those, I really do want to finish, because they are something that is, out of all of those, 3 of those are for me, and I don't do a whole lot of me projects. So yes, we're finishing those. Okay, so quick recap. That actually was a pretty good, ooh, sorry puppies. That was actually a really good 45 minutes. Doesn't look like I got a whole lot of crap done, but I got a whole lot of crap done. Project bags are in the corner. Shipping station is set up. I got my cotton yarn moved out of here, put under here. I did have to eliminate 2 of these. So these are extra, but I'm not mad because I'm going to take those to my bedroom and use those for underbed storage for something that I have upstairs. I did, let's see if I can get this moved around. I did have some back here, Bernat yarns, but they're only partial skeins. I'm not worried about it because my last market, I sold out of some things. So I do have to make some plushies. So I'll probably go through the bulk of that whenever I do my remake. So that's not going to live there forever either. I'm cruising right along this morning. I'm really happy with how things are. Right now, I am ready to tackle what is the HE double hockey stick of my desktop and my disarray of my book sleeve yarns. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. And then I think after that, I'm hoping to maybe only spend about another hour on this. That'll put me at around 11:30. And then I think I want to call it a day down here today just because it's supposed to be 85 and beautiful today. And I think I want to spend it outside in my garden because tomorrow and the next day it's supposed to rain. So let's see where we are and go from there. that didn't work. Probably saw that coming way before I did. This, I have some old red heart. I think I'm gonna put this with my granny square yarn because this red heart is the Aran and it matches the Aran in those others. All right, so let's do that. Let's do this. I really need to figure out what to do with this. I don't like using it for Ami. It is too thin, and I don't like it. Don't like it. I know what I want to use this Lion Brand Basic Stitch for. I just need to find the time. Story of my life. That works. And then we're going to put these two back in here. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Like butter. Oh, well, maybe not. There we go. This is the Granny Square Tote. We are going to look at this. See, look, here's more of that red heart. This is all of the Granny Square yarn. I think I have a lot of one color. I got a lot of this at Walmart. They clearanced it out of my store, and they had it down to $3.50 or $4 a skein, so I grabbed a bunch. Let's see, I have 4 of. I thought about making a hexi-cardi out of one of these. Yeah, see, I have 3 of this one. How many yards is this? Hello. 417. So that would be like 1,240-ish. Oh, no, I lied. I have 4 of them. Ooh, that's 1,600 yards. That'd be enough for a cardi. Maybe we should do a cardigan out of this. That might be fun, just to see what it looks like. Ooh, I have 4 of this one too. Right? Wait a minute. There's a partial. Yes. I have 4 and a partial of this one. Let me know if you think we should do a cardi, and if you do, which one we should do. I would be up for that. Yeah, we got 4 and a partial of that one. I would definitely be up for that one. All right, anyway. Let's get the Red Heart Aran. I should just make that into a zipper pouch and be done. Get these. Thought my dogs were getting into something. All right, let's get all all of these in here. And if all of these will fit in here, I'm just gonna put that blue, don't you dare fall. Saved it. I'll just put those blue back in the bag. It's fine. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Okay, so all of the Aran fit in here, which is fine. That's beautiful. It is what it is. Oops. But if we made a cardigan, that would pull out 4 skeins, and then I could put the blue in there, and then that would make room elsewhere. So I think that's what we should do. So we're just gonna put this blue back in this bag where it was, and we're just gonna put it on top of the totes and let it be. I've got plenty to do something big with this one. All right, so the only place that I don't have room for yarn are these. I don't know if I would have enough to do a granny square cardigan with 5 of these. No, that's only 6.5. No, I wouldn't. Maybe I'll just make winter beanies with these just to use them up, because I know I'm almost out of those too. And not everybody likes wool, and these are acrylic, and this is soft. That's what we'll do. Okay, I'm gonna put these with the bag back here, because one day we'll just crank out some beanies and that'll be done. All right, I'm gonna put this away, take a water break, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. I have, sorry, garbage man. So I have the cart set up with my shipping supplies and stuff. I just have to put these away, but my fabric clothing bag for this is upstairs with my other book sleeves and such, so I'm just gonna let that sit there for right now, and then I will pack that away. I just have a few things left that I want to tidy, and then the bulk of what we're gonna do is going to be for future videos, because there's one thing that this room clean out has taught me, and that is I have way too many whips. I have an excessive amount of scrap, and I do have some colors that I'm finding that even though I offer them in my customs, after being in business over a year, nobody's asked for them. So I think I'm gonna look at those and try to use them and put them up to see if anybody just doesn't understand maybe what color they are, doesn't know how to use them, to see if I can't maybe make something with them to put them out there and use them, get them out of my stash, and maybe pull those from my custom listings to simplify things, to make it not so much stuff and not have to store stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish sorting off, cleaning off of my desk. I do have one order to pack, and then it's 11:23. I'm doing this a little longer than I wanted to, but I'm so close to the end and I just want to be done. Then we're gonna call it quits. There is one thing though that I do want to do really quick before I go back into fast speed again. And that is, fine. Every month I save my skeins, my labels, for how much I use. And cleaning, I realized that I still have Marches up here. January's I posted on TikTok. I don't remember offhand what it was. February's, I did count them. I only used 16, but I never posted it on social media because February was one of those months where I was just so over November, December, and January, and my hands were so sore. I really didn't do a whole lot because I was just so tired and burnt out and my hands were sore. But this is March. So we're going to go through and count them really quick, and then I'm going to put what I have for April in here. It's the 24th. It's almost the end of the month, so we're going to be counting April's here really soon. So yeah, it's time to get my crap together and catch back up, because this is one thing that I want to keep track of, because I want to know at the end of the year what I've actually used, so that I can actually feel like that I'm using some of my yarn. Okay, so we have one Crafter Secret cotton, one big twist cotton, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lily Sugar and Cream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skeins of Red Heart, 1 Lion Brand Pound of Love, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 skeins of Michael's Loops and Threads for a grand total of 27 skeins of yarn for the month of March. That is pretty doggone good. Pretty good. 27 skeins. I will take it. We're gonna write this down and fill this back up for April. So I just added this multicolored cotton thread to my micro crochet stash, just to give it a try and see what it's like. I worked with the solids before, and I started just to try this to see what it's like. I really, really like it. I worked up 2 different sets of earrings the other night. I haven't finished them yet. This is the first one, and then I did this little tiny petal for a pair of studs. I absolutely love this. It ombres very, very nice, so I'm very, very happy with that. I was working on a sunflower hat, and my sunflower hats are probably my second most popular in my shop. And I just had this stuff one night at when I was sitting on the couch relaxing, and I worked on one, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 squares done for another one. So really, all this needs is the final round on this and sewn together, and that's a whole hat. So I'm gonna leave this in here. Yes, that's another whip. However, that whip I'm not too concerned about. That's a happy whip. Is there such thing as a happy whip and a non-happy whip? All right, you guys, this is where we're gonna end this video, just because I think we got as much as what we're gonna get done, and it looks like this guy has had enough, and that guy has had enough. So here's where we ended. This tote, we're just gonna let that live there. The other totes that we had did end up in storage along with the box with our other supplies. This pile here, this is all going. We're going to say goodbye to it. It's going to either be resold. What doesn't resell is going to be donated or given away. So this is going to be gone. Husband stuff, not my problem. This yarn here, all Big Twist branded. I did this because Joann's was going out of business. I was no longer going to get it, but now Hirschner's bought it out. So I have mixed feelings if I am going to continue to use it. Well, I mean, I'm going to use this, but if I'm going to continue to buy it or what we're going to do, but I kind of just want to blow through this, use it up from projects and just be done with it. I don't know. I have mixed feelings with this. We'll figure it out. This is going to be a future video. What else is going to be a future video is these bags back here. These are all whips. And that is going to be a future video. Please, 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 I need help. This is all of those small skeins of chenille yarn from the Dollar Tree. I think I have every color under the sun, multiple skeins of it. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know if I need to make a blanket. I don't know if I need to make a cardigan. I don't know if I need to make a sweater. I don't know if I just need to make Ami with it and just be done with it. I don't know. Make a big ass snake. I mean, excuse my language. Make a big, very big snake. I don't know. But anyways, so shipping station turned out very well. I'm very happy with how this is. The bottom of this will all pick up. That's my quarterly taxes. I threw that down there because I have to file them and that will be put away. Same thing with this up here. Those are just some things I have to put away. This was a super, super fun to go container. This is a container that I got in the beauty section at the $1.25 Tree. They had a lot of different prints, but I got this for a travel case for my bag, to-go bag for my crochet stuff. It hits needles, 3 hooks, and scissors very well, and it has a latch. I love it. I'm glad I got it. So that'll go in my to-go bag. But anyways, shipping station worked well. I was able to get my garbage can pulled out here, which is perfect. And it's beside that, so I'm very happy. This has all of my shipping supplies in it. This is my hat that I have to ship today. And there's the tags that I was showing you. Those are from Birch & Cider on Etsy. I absolutely love them. I have ordered from them now for a year, multiple times. I have never had an issue. If anything, they've always sent a couple little extras, so I highly recommend them. Plushie yarn, ordered yarn, custom yarn. That's where I keep my labels at. Down here is my cotton. This is my Red Heart overstock. I keep everything though in bags as much as I can. This is all of my book sleeve yarn. I haven't done any book sleeves on camera yet. Usually when I make them, they sell real quick at my shows. Hopefully I'll be able to do some restock stuff for market videos with you guys, and that will be that. These larger skeins right here are Red Heart. Sorry, that wasn't focusing. Those are for my super slouchy beanies. Hopefully we'll do one of those soon too, because I have a pattern written. I just need to have it tested, and then I'll release it out. It is one of my patterns that I wrote. It's one of 2, and I would really like to have it done and released before fall of this year, so maybe we'll work through some of that. My micro crochet, and then this is what we're going to go through. This bag. This is my Frogger Finish It bag. That bag is all scraps. And then the bag that is underneath it is partial skeins. There is a couple full ones in there. Like this back one right here is a Joann's Carousel. I just caked it. It's a full skein. That Loops and Thread Bulky Twist, it's a full skein. There's 2 in there. One is like that. One is caked. That's a hodgepodge of stuff. This is what we're going to go through soon too, along with the whips. But these 3 I would really like to tackle probably first before the whips. This right here, this is a Hello Kitty. All of her pieces are in this bag somewhere. She just needs sewn together. It's just stuff that I just need to, we just need to do this, this. Thanks so much for joining me through all of this. I know it wasn't a huge ton of like yarn organization. We did go through a lot of cleanup, a lot of organization. We did do some yarn organization. We did go through and organize my space. I do have a very, very small space that I work in. So I do a lot in just this tiny little area that actually is meant to be a closet to begin with. But at the end of the day, I can close the doors and I don't have to look at any of it while my family enjoys the TV, and the downstairs is a family room like it should. So it serves its purpose well until my kids are old enough to move out and I can move into one of their bedrooms. So there it be. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to go outside and enjoy the beautiful sunshine and in my garden with my dogs. So that is that. And until next time, have a great day. Bye.